friends, it's Morah, Alyssa, and it's time for another science experiment. So I hope you're doing well today. I miss you and I've been thinking about you. So today I wanted to teach you a little bit about a famous mathematician, and his name was Sir Isaac Newton. He lived in England, and when he was a little boy, he liked to do experiments and think all about how things work. He studied a lot about how and why things move, and he came up with Newton's laws of motion. So there are three main laws, and today we're going to talk about the second one. And this law states that an object will go faster depending on how strong the force that's acting upon it. So I know that's a little confusing sounding and some big words, but to help you think about it, here's an example. Can you picture when you're pushing a friend on a swing, like the big swing on our playground at school? If you give just a little tap on the swing, your friend on the swing will only move a little bit. But if you run up and you use two hands and you push hard with all your muscles, then your friend will go much higher and faster because you are the force. And the harder you push, the higher and faster the swing will go. You can also picture kicking a ball. If you have a ball at your house, this is an easy way to try this at home. If you put the ball down and give it a little tap with your foot, what do you think? Is it going to go really far or just a little? Well, if you just give it a little tap, it won't go far. But if you give the ball a big, strong kick, it's going to go much faster and further. I hope maybe you'll try that one at home. So remember, more force equals more motion. So today we're going to do a little experiment to test this at home. So I hope you have some of these materials, and some of them can be substituted out if you don't have these at your house. So we're going to give it a try, and I'm going to use a few different things. So what we're making today is a marshmallow launcher. So you need plastic cups. I have a couple different ones to try. These kind are a little small, but we're going to try and see if they work. And since they're a little thin, you can see how easily they squish. We're going to put two together when we make our launcher. And then I have this type of plastic cup that's a lot bigger, and it's also a lot firmer, so we're only going to use one. And if you don't have plastic cups at your house, you can use all different things to try this out. You can use a yogurt container. I'm going to try one of these. You can try it with a toilet paper roll. I know some of you have already been collecting empty ones. I told you to in the email. And what else? You can also try this with a can. But if you're trying it with a tin can, you have to be really careful to have a grown-up help you and make sure the edges are not sharp so you don't cut any fingers if you're using a can. So let's get started. There's not that many things we need, just the cups. We need balloons. I just happen to have a bag of pink balloons at my house because we needed them for a project a few months ago. So we're gonna use pink ones for all of mine, but you can use any color you happen to have around your house. You need scissors, and you need something that you're gonna shoot out of your launcher. So the directions call for mini marshmallows or pom-poms. So hopefully you have something. These came from my arts and crafts bin at my house. I have a bin where I just kind of collect all different little things if I think I can use them in my art projects. So anything that's lightweight enough that you think would be fun to launch. If you don't have many marshmallows, maybe you can find some other things in your kitchen, maybe raisins, or anything else you can find around your house that's lightweight, maybe buttons. But I'm sure you can find something if you don't have these two things. Now let's give it a try. I'm gonna start with the thicker plastic cup. So the first thing we're gonna do is cut off the bottom part. You see how there's a hole on one end and it's not a hole on the other end? We're gonna cut off that bottom. So I have scissors and I also have a razor blade. I'm gonna see which one of these are easier to work with. And this is the part you probably should have a grown-up helping you in. All right, the razor blade's working pretty well. So I think for this cup, I'm gonna stick with the razor blade. Now be careful that we don't get any cut fingers at home, and make sure you have a grown-up helping you. And I'm gonna cut off the extra. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take a balloon and we're gonna tie a knot, just as if we blew up the balloon and we didn't want to let the air out. You're gonna tie a knot, but this time we're not gonna blow it up. So here we go. And then we're gonna cut off the other end of our balloon. You're gonna cut it off about 1/2 inch from the end. All right. This is a little harder than I thought it would be to cut an empty balloon, but it keeps getting pretty wiggly. All right, so here we go. I have a flat balloon that's a big empty hole, right? And we have a knot at the other end. And here's the part I cut off. Maybe a little too small, I don't know, we'll find out. Now, what we're going to do is stretch this opening of the balloon over our cup. Now, if your balloon is not staying on the side that you cut, you might want to do it on the other side of the cup, because a lot of plastic cups have this called a lip, and it sticks out a little and it helps hold the balloon in place. Also, if your balloon is not staying down, you might want to use rubber bands around it or some duct tape if you have that. We might add that on to mine at the end. So I think I'm going to try the side where the lip is. If you have a sturdier cup, you should be able to do it on the other end. But my cup, now that I cut it, is feeling a little bit wobbly. All right, it's going to look just like this. Now it's time to launch it. Now we're going to be practicing this outside, but I think I'm going to give it one little try here. Let's see if it works. I'm going to use a pom-pom for this. My suggestion, when you're trying this out, if you're going to do it in your house, maybe use pom-poms or something like that, and then save the food items for outside. And that way, if any get hidden in a corner somewhere and you can't find them when it's time to clean up, you won't get any bugs in your house. So here we go. We're going to drop the pom-pom in, and it's going to sit right down where the knot of the balloon is. Can you see that? Now you're always going to make sure to aim it away from you and away from any other friends or family that are nearby. And you're going to pull back on that balloon knot, and then you're going to let go. Woo! There it went. All right, should we give a try with the yogurt cup now? Let's try it. Let's see if I can do it with the scissors this time. I don't know. Whoop, there we go. That worked easier than I thought. All right, so I cut off the end of my yogurt cup. I can see you, friends. And I'm gonna tie the balloon. There's my knot. And now I'm gonna cut through the balloon end again, the other end away from where the knot is. Who knew that cutting the skinny little balloon would be one of the hardest parts of this experiment? All right, we have our opening. And this time, I'm gonna try to put the balloon on the cut end of the yogurt cup and see how that works out. Here we go, I can see my yogurt cup is bending in a lot. So I don't know if this is gonna work as well, but let's give it a try. I'm gonna try another pom-pom because I don't wanna try the marshmallows in my house. I don't wanna get ants. But Mike and Dylan are gonna join me in a little, and we're gonna go outside, and I'm gonna teach you some games you can play, especially if you're using the marshmallows to do outside. So in goes my pom-pom. Here we go. Oh, that one worked so well. That was awesome. All right, should we try the double cup? I think so. All right, this is gonna be a little tricky. I'm cutting 2 cups at the same time. Whoop. There we go. Here's the bottom of our cups. And I'm gonna do another balloon. We're gonna tie it. And now I'm gonna cut the end of the balloon again. Oh, that worked out really nicely. And then because these are flimsy, I think I'm gonna go back to the lip of the cup, the other side of our cup, and put the balloon over the top. Here we go. See, this is a smaller cup, so my marshmallow launcher is much shorter. There we go, we're using a pink pom-pom this time. Drop it in, hold it, let's see if I can get you guys. Woo! Now remember, if you were here with me in my kitchen, I would not be shooting right at you, because that wouldn't be nice or safe. But since you're on camera, I can try to get you guys. I'm gonna try to get you with this sparkly pom-pom. Let's see, it's a bigger one. You think it will work? Woo! All right, so like I said, friends, any type of plastic cup, a yogurt cup could work. Try it with a toilet paper roll, or a metal can if you don't have any of these, but that's a little more sharp and dangerous. So let me know what you try it with, and I can't wait to see. I hope you'll send me pictures. And remember, if you have a problem with your balloon coming off when you pull back, you can add some duct tape around to really hold it on there, or some rubber bands. I think I might try duct tape later with these because these look fun. I think we're gonna try them to use more than just our experiment and play with them. So I'll see you in a bit outside with Micah and Dylan so we can try out some games, and I'm gonna tell you all about the games to play. See you in a minute. Hi friends, we're back with our marshmallow launchers, and I'm here with Micah and Dylan. Hi. And they're gonna help us test these out. So remember, the greater the force on an object, the greater the change in motion. So I'm gonna ask Micah to draw a line right here for me. That's gonna be my launch line. And that way we can see that we're doing it from the same spot every time. So I'm gonna do one marshmallow, and I'm gonna do only a little bit of force. And where do you think it's gonna go? Where do you think? I'm gonna do just a little pull. Oh, that went really far. Micah, can you go mark on the ground where that one landed? All right, Micah marked a green spot where it went with just a little force. And now I'm gonna put just the same one marshmallow, and I'm gonna pull back really far because I'm hoping to get some big force and a big change in motion. Here we go. Whoa! Dylan, go mark with the other colored chalk. Can you find that marshmallow all the way? Hi friends, can you see me all the way here? Look how far my marshmallow went. So what do you think? A little bit of force and it went to there, to the green spot, and a bigger force and it went much further to the pink spot. So Isaac Newton's second law of motion was right. And now we're gonna try some games. So Micah and Dylan picked their launchers and they each made their own launch line, and they're gonna try a few different items to see which goes the furthest. So first they each have a little marshmallow. Let's let them fly. All right, mark it with your colored chalk. Micah's marshmallow went really far. He must have been using a lot of force. All right, Micah's are green. And Dylan's went right here. He marked his with a pink chalk. All right, the next thing we're gonna try are sunflower seeds. These are really lightweight. See them, friends? Do you have any sunflower seeds at your house? These are really lightweight. One for you, and one for you. So I'm curious if they're gonna go further or closer than the marshmallows. 3, 2, 1. I can't see it.
I hit mine in the
I don't know where it went. We lost our sunflower seeds in the wind.
Yeah, they're too small.
All right, that was a good experiment. We learned that sunflower seeds are not really good for launchers. The wind carries them too far because they're really light. We're gonna try raisins next.
It blended in with
Oh, they blended in with the street too. All right, try a raisin. There's one for you. And here's one for you. Let's see if we can keep track of the raisins. These might be too hard too. Oh, look at this, friends. Look how close. The raisins barely went anywhere at all. So I think marshmallows are better flyers than raisins. The next part of our experiment, the next game we're gonna try, I'm curious if we put more than one item in, if it's gonna go further or closer than the others. So we just did one raisin and it went really close. Now we're gonna try a little handful of raisins. Let's see what happens when we do more than one at a time.
I think I got 5, so let's see if 5 works.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, what a difference. They went further when there were more. Let's try a few marshmallows.
Try mark them all.
No, you don't have to mark them. We can see they went much further than the ones that were right here.
Okay, 5 marshmallows.
And it's a little clump. They're all stuck together.
I think that's 5. They're all starting to melt.
All right, let's give it a try. All right, friends, we're ready for another game with our launchers. I'm going to challenge Micah and Dylan to see if they can put a marshmallow in, shoot it straight up in the air, and catch it. It's a little windy, so I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. What do you think?
I'm going to pull down a lot of force so I get a lot of reaction time.
All right.
Me
Not
too.
in your head. Make sure you don't aim for your face. Oh, the wind made that so hard.
Okay, one more.
All right, one more. Give it a try. That's okay. Oh my goodness, it's way too windy for this challenge, so we're going to move right on to our next challenge. I'm going to give Mike and Dylan each a box. We're going to take out our chalk, and this is going to be their target, and they're going to see if they can launch their marshmallow into a target. If you don't have a box, you can just draw. One of you can use actually the chalk and make a circle target on the ground. So Micah, why don't you grab your green chalk right there and make your target, put it wherever you think you're going to aim for. All right, Dylan, here's your box. You can go put it wherever you want your target to be. All right, so now we each have a target. You can definitely try this at home, friends. Here, Micah, here's a marshmallow for you.
I
That's
number them.
perfect. Here's a marshmallow for you.
I number them with points.
now.
There's one too many.
All right, go for it. Are you gonna stand on your launch line? Let's see if you can go in your target. Oh, that one did not go far at all. Oh, Micah was close to the target, a little too far. Oh, Dylan, that was super close. All right, friends. Well, that's it for today. I hope you had fun learning all about Isaac Newton's second law of motion, and I hope you have some of the materials or some alternative materials to make a marshmallow or pom-pom shooter of your own, because I think this looks super fun. I'm gonna go give it a try and see if I can hit those targets. I'll see you next time. Bye.